Hey guys, Ollie here. Welcome back to Gypsy Rose Papery. Today I'm going to be doing a flip through of my Tsunami Rose design theme project for December using her TN kits, winter and Christmas themed, and also some of the ephemera that is also available in her store. And I will link those down below in case anybody's interested. They can go check those out. So for this TN, I was really inspired by Serene Bookworks. She did a lace book, and so I've always wanted to do a lace book, and it just seemed kind of ambitious, but I saw hers and I was really in love with it, and I'm like, I really want to try this. So I mostly stuck to the cover. There is a lot of lace on the inside too, but it is by no means a lace book. There is paper in here. And so I am naming it Snow because I use this little Tim Holtz pen. I don't know if you guys can see in the light that says Snow, and then a little snowflake. And this is one of the girls from her ephemera kit. And then I used Tim Holtz, those little word stickers that says the little things, and I made sure to glue it down so it wouldn't come off. The closure is super simple. It's just some sari silk. And I lost count of how much lace I used on here, not just on the cover. On the cover alone, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 types of lace, not counting the crochet lace that makes the bow or the rosette trim, or the pearl type ribbon around the picture. If you can see the picture in the light, there is a really high gloss to it. I use Dimensional Magic by Mod Podge just to protect the picture and give it a nice hard kind of shell. And then this here is vintage costume jewelry. I use a lot of vintage pieces in here. A couple months back I won an auction on eBay for like vintage mother of pearl buttons along with some really cool old costume jewelry. I've really wanted to use a piece of it somewhere, and I just haven't found the right book, but I felt like this was the perfect book. And then in the middle of the signature, hanging from the stitch thread, is this little rose cameo with some bling on it. It's really pretty. And the reason I chose that was because the picture, I cut it down, but if you get the full picture, under her it says Christmas roses, because that's what she's supposed to be kind of selling. So that is the front, and then that is what the back looks like. And I love how when things hang like this, I just think it looks so pretty. But that is the entirety of the back, and I did some cotton crochet just to hide the stitches. Side view, a lot of lace hanging out. I did a total of 6 paper clip charms, all different sizes and different beads, and we'll go on the inside. So in the front we have a pocket, and I used some Tim Holtz Christmas ephemera in here, and then I also did some embossing. And that's just a journal card. It's coffee dyed. These all of the images in here, ephemera and pages, are from the kit. Here is one of the paper clips, and this is just a journaling card and some trim at the bottom. Another page from the kit. And so I got a new sewing machine, and it's got all the fancy stitches. I can't talk today. It's got all the fancy stitches. I'm trying to enunciate. And so you'll see a lot of stitching in here. This is a set of cards I found at the thrift shop, and it's a painting by Monet, a print obviously of a painting. And in here is just a little Tim Holtz ephemera with this beautiful girl who I love also. I was debating between her or her for the cover, but she just has such a sweet look on her face. I wanted to put her on the cover. So that goes in there. And then some more embossed cards on coffee dyed index. This is a flip out. And some journaling cards. I lost count of how many journaling cards I put in here, but it's quite a few. This is a vintage table doily, and I kind of sewed it all around the page, and then in here is some ephemera. So basically they're really large pockets that you can keep stuff if you wanted to, and that's embossed as well. And this is one from the kit that I cut down to fit into the narrower pocket. But I just thought it looked so pretty. And here's some more stitching, and it's got like a snowflake. They reminded me of snowflakes. And just a little collage, and I used some of the Tim Holtz stickers on there, and I glued them down, just a little Santa tag. Another paper clip, and here you just have a tag from the kit. Really beautiful image from the kit. I'm trying to get all of it in frame. It has a lot of kind of trims hanging off the edge. I love how that looks. Another embossed card. And these are all sewn on. Really pretty doily. Another little collage. And this is a little card. This is a flip out. Use some Edith Holden paper to make some pockets, and in here there is a tag, and in here as well is another beautiful tag. I love that image. But the pockets are sewn on, and we have a rogue journaling card. I think I can use one of the paper clips from in here. Where did I see it? I think it's this one. I meant to use this one for this. So, another pretty card from the kit. I saw Serene Bookworks do this, Kim, and so I really wanted to try it. And these are from Junk That Treasures, but I also have some from Shayna, but I hung a little heart charm from Tim Holtz. And here is where the charm with the rose cameo hangs from. Some more Edith Holden paper with some lace trim, and this is a pocket with a card. And you can also flip this out for some more journaling. Some more Edith Holden, and these are all plants that she recorded in December, because they're all from the December part of the book. And I think this is the ivy. I reused this beautiful trim. I love how it feels. It's so soft, but I just kind of sewed it on there, and it's got some reflective little beady things hanging off of it, and I love how that looks. Another doily, another embossed card, some Tim Holtz ephemera sewed on there, and then some trim at the bottom. All the buttons in here are mother of pearl, like vintage type, and you can really, if you can kind of look up close, you can see the age on it. It's so beautiful. Another little pearl button with just a little bit of trim, and this flips out, and on this side is just a card inside a tuck spot. I've secured it here with another paper clip, some more of that snowflake sewing detail, the other side of that doily, and this is a pocket as well. We have some Tim Holtz ephemera. A little tiny tag being held by a paper clip with a charm. And this is about as Christmas as I get in here. But I just thought that was such a pretty image, and I love the, I can't keep anything in my hand. I love the little log cabin in the background. It's so cute. So this is just a tuck spot, and you can flip this out for journaling. So there's still a lot of journaling space. In this book, a lot of the ephemera is removable. So if you're a journaler, then I don't think any of the lace will hinder you. Some more stitching. Here it's a flip out. And just another collage with some paper measuring tape and lace. Have a little roses card. And another little, like a New Year's greeting card. And it says 1948, I believe. And it flips out. Another pretty tag. And all the tags have seam binding, I think, except for the little tiny Santa one, because it would completely overwhelm the tag. And finally we have one last pocket, and it has the little girl in the front with her sister and probably her brother, and they're all selling their Christmas roses, and I just thought that was so pretty. And it's a Tim Holtz cabinet card that I use. The color just went perfect in here. And so all around the inside of the cover, I also did some scallop cotton crochet lace. Yeah, so that is the end of Snow. So if anybody has any questions, then please leave them down below. Again, this will be in my Etsy shop probably by the time this video goes up, but if not, then I will leave the details down below of when it will officially go for sale. Yeah, and I hope you guys enjoyed this flip through. And I always forget, but before I put this all in here, I wanted, for those of you that do use a TN or would use this as a TN, I want to show you what it looks like inside the TN cover, because that would be useful. So let's see, this is the middle, and so yeah, this one sticks out a whole lot more than the others because I made it regular size, and it's really fat and full, but look how pretty that looks. Oh, and it's right there, it's just right at the edge, but it's so pretty. So yeah, that is the end. Again, if you have any questions, then please feel free to contact me, and that is all for now. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.